What's up, guys? Welcome to Hollyscoop's Daily Rewind. I'm Madison Hill.
And I'm Courtney Revolution.
We've got a lot of tea to discuss on this Friday. We're talking Demi Lovato's new music and video, her and Justin's appearance on Ellen, and Khloe Kardashian reacting to Tristan Thompson's latest Instagram post.
Achoo!
Thank you. Thank you. But first, and it's not coronavirus, nobody stress.
No corona here.
No, we are good. We are sanitized. I was
Yes,
trying
ma'am.
to think of my word, but this means sanitized.
To clean, girl.
Yes. But first, you guys, we got some fresh tea regarding Olivia Jade and Kylie Jenner. So, Victoria's birthday celebrations, they're continuing. I got to shout out Victoria. She really celebrates a birthday month, and that's something I can always stand and get behind.
Absolutely.
So Kylie and her friends, they went out again, same place, but this time I will say they did have a little bit of a Western theme.
Okay, giddy on up.
It was kind of like sexy Western, I guess. I didn't know that could be a thing.
They were like a squad of Megan Thee Stallions.
Yes, that's a fantastic way to put it.
There you go.
I thought I would get it being from the Midwest, but I still saw it and I was like, not practical for a ranch, but I get it. Practical for going out to a nightclub. I love it. But what's interesting is the fact that Olivia Jade also attended Victoria's birthday bash, which I will say is on par with, there was a report earlier this week from People magazine, and a source said that, Olivia and her sister, their lives are just like getting back to normal now.
Oh.
And that includes going out with their friends.
But your mama's going to jail.
And also, can we remember that Olivia Jade is not 21?
That's
so
also
how
the big
was
thing.
she in Delilah?
A doorman.
Imagine being famous. Imagine
doorman.
being famous, and you just never have to stress about showing a fake ID.
Madison.
The life.
The luxury of it
The
all.
luxury.
The luxury.
I would have 3 less wrinkles if that was the case.
Three less, Madison?
3 less. 3 exactly. I know it's 3. I know. So shout out to Olivia Jade. Still going out, still getting into clubs. Don't know how you're still in the circle, but she still is.
What if they pulled all the news about Olivia Jade and they just pulled it up in court?
Right?
Like, oh, you were spotted here,
You would
here,
think
and here.
that would be a concern, but I guess it's not. I don't know.
guess, girl.
It's also worth mentioning, a little more tea for you guys, that Drake was also in attendance last night, which means this is now the second night in a row that him and Kylie have hung out. We talked about the first night on the morning tea. Now, Hollywood Life reports, as it goes for last night, it's not clear how much him and Kylie interacted, but for me, something, as you say in the buttermilk, is not clean, because this is the second night in a row they've hung out.
I think that because it was Victoria's birthday.
Courtney's like, thank God my theory is getting more proof, more evidence.
She's trying to be around Miss Victoria. Maybe he wants to have his own Kim, a la Kanye.
Okay.
Outside of the Jenner actual bloodline.
Okay.
Build his own.
I
His own
want
empire.
to hope you're right, just because I feel like Kylie and Travis have really been on this road to reconciliation that we talked about 87 quadrillion times this week. So I really want to hope we're not making a hard exit. And you're right, that he is just going for Victoria, but
Maybe. I could be wrong.
my upper lip is sweating, so I don't know how agreeable I am
gonna
to
get
this
caught at the
theory.
studio.
Exactly. We'll keep an eye on it, but let's move on and talk about Khloe and Tristan. So Khloe recently reacted to Tristan's recent Instagram post of him having a late night workout session. Now, I will say in Khloe's defense, she did only react to it after it was brought to her attention on Twitter. The fan tweeted her saying, you know what? I understand you now, girl, and tagged Khloe.
Lord.
She responded with a bunch of crying, laughing emojis. Why?
My thing is like, you understand why it's okay to be disrespected on a worldwide scale? Because he had some abs?
Even this person
On
who
the
was
one little
like,
lonely bite?
I understand. I'm like,
I
what
don't.
are we teaching the younger generation?
I don't understand none of it.
Oh, we should just let it go because he looks really good when he's sweaty on a bike without a shirt on. Like, absolutely not.
Y'all got to get some more self-respect, because the abs may keep you warm at night, but they'll be keeping someone else warm at night as well.
People in the replies, thankfully, were for the most part on our side. They were like, girl, why are you creating mess?
Yeah,
no, we don't
entertaining
need
that.
this. But I will say, the fact that she did publicly respond, I think just further fuels our other theory that her and Tristan are already back together.
And I'm already nauseous.
Thank you. Same.
Not a good move, Madison.
Not a
I
good
don't
move.
think.
But let's move on and talk about Demi Lovato. She released her new single and music video for I Love Me. I have been singing it all morning long. It is stuck in my head. In the video, there are a couple Easter eggs. Number one, she seemingly passes the Jonas Brothers on the street. It's a little reference. We see 3 guys in matching sports coats. Now, obviously, Demi has a history with the Jonas Brothers. we talked a little bit about this on the morning tea. This might kind of be a comment on the fact they maybe haven't been as supportive of her as of lately, or even think about it when everything went down, Camp Rock, that was a huge thing.
True.
You know, they were still kind of on the "we're the Jonas Brothers" track when Demi was starting to kind of go off the rails a little bit. And even if it wasn't necessarily their doing, I feel like maybe some members of their team could have been like, oh, we're just gonna separate ourselves, okay?
It sucks. It sucks because business got in the way of friendship.
Exactly.
It almost kind of feels like, well, I'll let you finish the Easter eggs.
And then I will say, because I know some people were saying, her and Nick, they were friendly not too long ago. Yes, that's true, but I really think when we talk about a third Easter egg, that will contribute to it too. But the second one, she references her overdose, which is crazy because she has been pretty tight-lipped about it. I feel like just in the past couple days, she's become more comfortable with talking about it. I mean, it's very traumatic, so we definitely are respectful of when she wants to speak about it. But there's a scene in the video where you see a female being loaded into an ambulance, and Demi just kind of like walks by her and puts her hand on her, and she gives it a glance, and then she keeps moving forward. And I think what a powerful statement.
I agree. I mean, I didn't expect this, but I'm glad that she mentioned it and it wasn't in like a Britney Spears every time. You remember that?
Oh, I remember
like,
that.
you know what I mean? I'm glad that it was in the midst of other lighthearted moments.
Right.
In my opinion.
We had choreography, we had little girls looking up to her, and I agree. I think it was very appropriate. And I also like that the video didn't dwell on it. I think that's important too. It was almost like, this happened to me, but look at me now. Not to use the Selena Gomez reference. Ah, damn it. Everyone is going to freaking drag me by my feathers with that one. Sorry. I didn't mean to. It just happened. The Easter egg number 3, you guys, is that she seemingly references Wilmer Valderrama's engagement and impending marriage to Amanda Pacheco. They got engaged in January. I was a Dilmer shipper, so I was really sad when this happened, but I also understand, you know, Wilmer has had to definitely pick his life up, and he's had to move on, and Demi's moving on. She loves herself, so it's fantastic. But my little reference back to the Jonas Brothers, if you remember, when Joe and Sophie Turner got married in Europe, Wilmer and Amanda were there. And that was another thing that people were kind of like, damn, okay, what's up with that?
With the 3 Easter eggs, Madison, do you think they were all representation? There were 3 separate events where Demi felt like her life was over. Jonas Brothers leaving at the beginning of her career, the overdose, and this 3 separate times that her life was over, but she loves herself enough.
She's at 10 out of 10. Yes.
Exactly. I can get that.
I totally think it could be along those lines. I really do like the video. I'm happy that it was upbeat. You know that, I mean, Courtney and I have been sitting up here just clamoring on about how we want her to not have another ballad. And I think this kind of gave us what we've been looking for, so I'm happy with it.
I'm happy with the music video, and I accept the song for what it is.
Yes, that's such a diplomatic way to say it.
Yes.
But let's talk about her and Justin and their appearance on Ellen. Demi was essentially taking Ellen's spot, not in a bad way. She was interviewing her now good friend Justin Bieber. Good job, Scooter Braun, getting this book. Shout out to you. Now, while talking to Justin, Demi asked the story of how him and Hailey met, because she recalled she never has actually heard it. So in the retelling of them meeting, Justin said, you know, it was at an early taping for the Today Show, and then Justin in this moment came to the conclusion that essentially him and Hailey had an arranged marriage due to them both being raised as Christians. Take a look.
They have similar values and believe the same thing. We think you guys will be good friends. It was definitely an arranged marriage now that I'm thinking about it.
I mean, he's kidding, but also, like, maybe a little bit not kidding.
Like, what a weird connection.
Right?
It was just like, all right. I don't think it was an arranged marriage. That was kind of like weird verbiage, but like, he's a goofy goober.
He is. It's a joke. Haha. He's so funny. I mean, I will say, I'm sure her parents did have some intention of them being connected. He says, you know, at least first for friends, because they were raised similarly. They were both in the spotlight. They could at least, you know, share common ground on that situation. So they were probably like, you guys could balance each other out. I don't think they expected Justin to have his crazy period, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
They ended up finding their way back to each other, and that's really all that matters.
Look at that.
Look at
A
that.
happy ending.
Just, you know, for us single people out there, maybe we already met our future spouses early on in life.
And you never know.
And now I'm going through everyone I know, and I'm like, oh God, is that all I got for me? Here we go, everybody.
Slim pickings, girl?
I mean, it's not slim, but it's not robust.
It's not ideal.
It's not thick. I'll
It's
tell
not
you
thick
that.
and
It's
juicy.
not thick and juicy. All right, you guys, it's time to tell us what you're thinking. What was your reaction to Olivia Jade partying it up with Kylie Jenner and her friends? Also, thoughts on Kylie and Drake hanging out 2 nights in a row.
What did you think of Khloe Kardashian reacting to Tristan Thompson's photo? Do you want these two to just confirm they're back together already?
I feel like I went from this emoji to the vomit emoji. That's just what happened to me.
Projectile.
And finally, what are your thoughts on Demi's new song and video and her interview with Justin on Ellen, you guys? Let it out down below. Don't forget to tune into Moments of the Week tomorrow, the morning tea on Monday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. In the meantime, you can shop the Hollyscoop store, subscribe, and click the notification bell. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.